Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, the Hex God from NYC Razor here, and today it is finally time for the start of NPL Season 5. And I'm actually really excited for this. I've been in the NPL for 5 seasons, I've been in it since it started, and I've never made much of an impact on this league at all, really, through battling or through my record or anything. I almost could have made it to the wild card last year, but I did fall last season, but I did fall short. And I'm hoping that season 5 I will be able to make a much bigger impact and be able to make playoffs this time around. But here with week 1, we are going up against Dallas Boy, the coach of the San Antonio Swamperts. And looking at the matchup right now, he does have a much more intimidating team than mine. He has a good matchup against my team. He does have the Mega Lopunny, Alakazam, Tyrantrum, Mawile, Suicune, and Heliolisk. While I do have Mega Latias, which was recently unbanned in the MPL, Tornadus Eye, Azumarill, Wiki, Ferrothorn, and Blaziken. So, going into this match, he is going to lead off with Tyrantrum. I'm going to lead off with the Ferrothorn, and as you can guys see right here from this first turn, I got really screwed over. He got a crit burn Fire Fang on the first turn of the battle. And I went for paralysis because I didn't know what his Tyrantrum set was. I didn't want him to be able to set up or get an early lead with me leading off with the Ferrothorn, but he did go straight for the Fire Fang, which I also kind of thought that he would have because I did have the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn's a pretty good counter to Tyrantrum, so I expected it, but I did not expect a crit burn. So as you all can see, this was just a very bad spot that I was put in because Ferrothorn does do a lot to most of his team. I had this Ferrothorn pretty much to counter the Tyrantrum, the Suicune, it countered most of his team for me. It was a very big wall that I had to rely on for this game, and now it being gone on the first turn to a crit burn Fire Fang was not a really good position for me to be in. And so Ferrothorn is going to go down on the first turn, but I am just going to go straight into Blaziken. I'm going to go for a high jump kick. He revealed to have Rocky Helmet Tyrantrum, which I thought was a little weird. But here he does go into the Suicune, and he's going to set up a sub. Now, preparing for this match against the Suicune, this was not a set that I thought he would bring. I thought it was possible. I had the Ferrothorn to be able to counter pretty much any Suicune set. It was set up mainly to counter the Suicune that my team didn't really have that much of a good time against. And with the Ferrothorn being gone and this Suicune behind the sub, it put me in a very tight position this game, and it wasn't fun to say the least. So I am going to Mega Evolve with the Mega Latias. It's the standard physically defensive calm mindset. And a big mistake that I did here was, even though I knew in the back of my mind that he was a calm mind subset, and I just went straight for the D-pulse thinking that it would break the sub, but it didn't, when in reality I probably should have calm minded as well to be able to be on par with the Suicune, since I do have the ability to heal off a lot of the damage with Roost. But I didn't do that, and now I'm going to go for my own Calm Mind, but the damage from the Ice Beam at +1 is just too much for me, so I'm going to have to Roost on the second one, and he's not going to give me a break. So I went straight into the Wiki, and this is pretty much just going to be a couple stall turns of him setting up Calm Minds and me breaking and unbreaking the sub and going for Wish. And this entire game just pretty much disappointed me from turn 1, because going in, I was pretty confident about the matchup. I was feeling good about me being able to get a win week 1. But as you guys can see, it's just going to go on for a little while. He's going to keep going for Scald, and I'm just going to keep going for Body Slams. But Wiki, even though it is very specially bulky, Suicune's just going to do too much at +2 for Wiki to be able to handle. And as you can see right there, I went for a Body Slam when maybe I would have had no choice but to wish on that sub, but even that wouldn't have saved me from anything. So I just went straight for a Body Slam to try to maybe get a crit or get damage on the sub. Now, the reason I went into Tornadus here was because I wanted to get the Tailwind off, because maybe my thought process was maybe I'd be able to set up on the Latias faster than he can deal so Calm Minds on the Latias faster than he could whittle me down with Ice Beams. But now the Tailwind's going to go out, and you can see that that is 100% not the case here. So the Latias is going to go down on account of my, once again, very stupid decisions and plays that I made here. And I don't know why I sacked off 3 things before I decided to go into Azumarill. I thought Azumarill was a lot less bulky than that. Even though it is resistant, I thought it was going to do a lot from +2. But now seeing as that was the damage at +3 to the Azumarill, which is banded Azumarill, I was just very upset at that point, because even though I was contemplating Azumarill a lot during all those plays, I never switched into it because I did have fear of burn or fear of it just being knocked down too fast. But as you can see here, it took it very nicely, even though it is banded and not invested in bulk at all, except for HP, obviously. But it is going to go down, and the reason I never went to Blaziken here is because maybe I was thinking he was max speed, but he was max speed Suicune with sub Calm Mind. And that's pretty much the game. We get 5-0 week 1. Not the best. This is probably the worst start I've ever had to an NPL season. It's very disappointing to me, especially from turn 1. Just from turn 1, everything went downhill for me. And at that point, I just started making really bad decisions that I should never have made, and I'm more or less not disappointed at the hacks, but disappointed at myself for making those kinds of plays during this game when I knew I had better options to be able to go into or to be able to use. So we're going to go down week 1, 5-0 to Dallas. It was a good game, but that's pretty much it. I don't really have any more comments about this game, because it did really hurt me. It did really hurt my confidence going into this season. But I'm sure we will be able to bounce back, hopefully, and still be able to make it into a wild card spot or make it into playoffs, because I really do want to do that this season, and I do have high hopes for it, because it's been 5 seasons of me being here and I haven't done anything incredible to this league. So I want to be able to at least start to make an impact instead of become the league's easy victory this season. And I hope you guys aren't upset at me for being able to do this. I know, like, probably nobody who is not in the NPL watches these things. I really highly doubt that, but if you guys continue to support me, I will try to become better. I will try to make the better plays, and I'm going to try to make an impact this season. So guys, thank you for watching. If you want to become a part of the Wolfpack here, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you want to leave a comment on this video, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And make sure to beat up that like button. And maybe, just maybe, we will be able to bounce back from this very disappointing loss and be able to still try to make it into the NPL playoffs this season. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.